Greeting dear children. Now we are going to start chapter 8, comparing quantities of mathematics. How do we compare the things? When we have to compare the things, either we say this thing is more than this. Then there is a thing of difference. My age is 4 years older than my sister, or my father is 25 years older than me myself. So these are the comparisons. Other way of comparison is either we may find ratios, proportions, divide the thing, or get the percentage. So in this chapter we will be studying these things, that is ratio, proportions, percentages, one by one. So let us start with the chapter. Let us first find ratio. When we have to find the ratio, we have to actually divide the things. If I say in a class of 40 students, if there are 25 girls, then find the ratio of girls to total students, boys to girls, and boys to total students. So how do we get it? This is very important to note कि what is written first. Here it is written what is the ratio of girls to total students. So it means whatever thing is written first, we have to write that girls ratio total students. This is the symbol for ratio, and this is just equivalent to divide. Girls ratio total students. But I had written here there are 25 girls out of 40 students. So here it is girls ratio total students. So first we will have to write the number of girls, that is 25 ratio total students. How many are the total students? 40. So 5 5s the 25, 5 8s the 40. It means there are ratio of girls to total students is 5 ratio 8, means if there are total 8 students, then out of these 8 students 5 are girls. Have you understood? Next thing is, if we have to find boys ratio girls, I want to find boys ratio girls. See here in this question, there is no specification of the boys. It is given 40 are the total students and out of them 25 are girls. It means I can calculate first number of boys. What will be the number of boys? Number of boys will be total students minus number of girls. Total students minus number of girls. What is the total number of students here? Total students are 40 and minus 25, because in the students either they are boys or they are girls. So total are the 40 students, 25 are the girls. So number of boys will be 10 minus 5 is 5. 3 minus 2 is 1. So number of boys are 15. Because in the ratio, first is written boys, then afterwards it is written girls. So we will have to write boys number first and then the number of girls. We have to make it simplest. Whenever we have to find the ratio, we have to make it simplest. What does it mean? It means we have to cancel it and change it into the whatever simplest form means any common fraction is there that we have to cancel. 5 3s are 15, 5 5s are 25. Means out of, if in a class there are 3 girls, then there are 5 boys. If there are 3 boys, then there are 5 girls. Means out of 8 students, 3 are boys and 5 are girls. Understood? Now C part is, we have to find boys to total students. It means, but I have to write first, I have to write the number of boys first, then total students. Boys we have calculated just now. Boys are 15. And how many are the total students? Total students are 40. So how to make it simplest? How to calculate the simplest whole number ratio? 5 3s are 50. 5 8s the 40. Out of 8 total students, 3 are the boys. Have you understood? What we have to write first? Whatever number is written first. In this part, in A, B, C parts, if I just add up, if I ask what is the ratio of total students to girls? If I ask what is the ratio of total students to girls? Now it means first I will have to write total students, later I will have to write girls. So total students are 40 and girls are 25. Now see, A part was also this, girls ratio total students, but this is total students ratio girls. So they are just the reverse. But total student के नीचे उसकी strength आनी चाहिए. 5 8s the 40, 5 5s the 25. So this ratio, girls ratio total student was 5:8, but total students to girls ratio is 8:5. This is the very important thing you should know, कि what we have to, which factor, which number we have to write first. Whatever is in the statement, whatever thing is written first, we have to write that thing. For example, I am taking one more example. If in a basket there are total 20 fruits, in a basket there are 20 fruits, out of them there are 1 dozen bananas. What is the ratio of bananas? If there are only 1 dozen banana, means others are not bananas. If there, what is the ratio of bananas to other fruits? First part, bananas to other fruit. Total fruits थे 20. Bananas 1 dozen. 1 dozen means how many bananas? 12. 1 dozen means 12. So I have to find ratio bananas to other fruit. So first answer, banana ratio other fruit. It is not given. What should I do? Total fruit are 20, bananas are 12. So how many are the other fruits? Other fruits will be 20 minus 12, that is equal to 8. I have to find banana ratio other fruit. So first I will write the number of bananas, then I will write the number of other fruits and make it simplest. This is not the answer. We have to make it simplest. Directly I can cancel it with 4. 4 3s are 12, 4 2s are 8. You know na, when we have to cancel anything, same table should be used in this side as well as on this side. ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि 2 6 are 12 and 4 2s are 8. Right na? So both things should be cancelled by the same factor. So I have used here 4. So answer is 3:2. Have you understood? If in the same question I may ask, what is the ratio of banana to total fruits? Banana to total fruits. Now, what should I do? What is the number of bananas here? Bananas are 12. And what is the number of total fruits? Total fruits are 20. Now, what should be done? Simplest form. 4 3s are 12. 4 5s are 20. So, what is the simplest form? Bananas ratio total fruits are 3:5. Have you understood? So, ratio, whenever we are taking ratio of anything, we must take care that both the things should be the same units. For example, if I have to take the ratio of one meter to 25 centimeter. One thing is in meter, other thing is in centimeter. So what should I do? I have to make the units same. 1 meter means how many centimeter? Because 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So I will convert it 100 centimeter to, this is the ratio. So I will put the sign 25 centimeter. This is in centimeter, this is in centimeter. So units will be cancelled. And if I have to make it simplest, 25 ones are 25, 25 fours are 100. So what will be the answer? 4:1. If I have to find the ratio of 1 kilogram to 50 gram. What should I do here? 1 kilogram to 50 gram. 1 kilogram means how many grams? Because what is easier, to change smaller unit or to change the greater unit? Greater unit, when we will be turning into the smaller unit, we will multiply. But if we will be changing smaller unit into bigger, we will have to divide. So that can be cumbersome. There can be some mistake. So this is easier. 1 kilogram is equal to how many grams? 1 kilogram is 1000 gram. So 1000 gram ratio. 2 is for find the ratio of this to this. So this 2 is for ratio here. Put the sign 50 gram. So gram to gram cancel. 1 0, other 0 cancel. 5 1's the 5, 5 2's the 10 and 1 0. So what is the ratio here? Ratio is 20:1. Have you understood? So with this we will be able to do all the question number 1 parts. Let us solve the book questions of ratio. Let us start the text exercise. Solving exercise 8.1, question number 1. First part. Speed of a cycle is 15 km per hour. To speed of scooter is 30 km per hour. We have to find the ratio. Speed of cycle is written first. Speed of cycle ratio speed of scooter, it is given to be 15 kilometer per hour ratio 30 kilometer per hour. At both the places units are same. 15 ones the 15, 15 twos the 30. So this is the simplest form. Answer 1:2. Similarly, B part, 5 meter to 10 kilometer. 5 meter ratio. This is 10 kilometer. So which is the bigger unit? This one. So we will have to change it into the smaller unit. 1 kilometer is equal to how many meters? This thing we have to show. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. So 10 kilometer will be equal to 10 into 1000. That is equal to 10,000 meter. So put the value 5 meter ratio 10,000 meter. Take care for zeros that are not less important. Sometimes by the zero we change the question's answer. So take care. 5 2s are 10. Answer will be 1:2000. Are you watching? That ratio does not bear any unit because there are same units on both the side. They are cancelling. So in the ratio there are generally no units. So C part here is 50 paisa to 5 rupees. 50 paisa to 5 rupees. So we have to change it into again ratio part. So what should I do here? 50, P is the symbol, 5 rupees. 1 rupee is equal to how many paise? 100 paisa. So 5 rupees is equal to 500 paisa. 100 into 5 is 500. So on both sides units are cancelled. 1 0 cancel. 5 10s are 50. So what is the answer here? 1:10. I hope you have understood this thing. Right? So shall we start for the next topic? Next thing is how to convert ratio into percentage. How can we change ratio into percentage? Ratio is just like the percentage only because that both the things correlate to division. So let us do question number 2. We have to change into percent. How to change ratio in percentage. See, whenever anything is given in ratio, that is, for example, it is 3:5, then I want to change it into percent. Do you know what is the meaning of word percent? Percent means per cent. It means per means out of, cent means 100. So I want to get how much out of 100. So 3 parts out of 5. This is the meaning of word ratio, na? Ratio means out of 5. 3:5 means 3 parts out of 5. So I can use unitary method also. Out of 5 parts we have out of 1 how many parts do we have? We have, this will remain here and whatever number has to come from here, that goes down. 3 by 5. Out of 100 how many parts do we have? We will just multiply it with 100. 3 by 5 into 100. And whenever we are multiplying with 100, we will be getting percentage part. So 5, answer is 60%. How do I know percent? Percent means 100 में से कितने पार्ट, ठीक है ना। तो इसलिए हमने ये कहा, अगर 5 में से मेरे पास, मान लो ये बात चॉकलेट की हो रही है कि टोटल 5 चॉकलेट्स थे, मेरे पास कितने हैं? 3. आउट ऑफ 5 पार्ट्स आई हैव 3. तो 1 में से मेरे पास कितने हैं? 3 by 5. 100 में से मेरे पास कितने होंगे? परसेंटेज का मतलब होता है 100 में से मेरे पास कितना पार्ट है। जैसे हम मार्क्स निकालते हैं, मेरे इतने % मार्क्स आए, जो कहते हैं मेरे 95% मार्क्स आए, 96% मार्क्स आए, तो इसका मतलब क्या होता है? 95 मार्क्स आए आउट ऑफ 100 या 96 मार्क्स आए आउट ऑफ 100, ठीक है ना। तो अब हम यहाँ पे परसेंटेज बना रहे हैं। तो सिंपल रूल है, अगर हमें किसी भी चीज को परसेंट में चेंज करना है, वी हैव टू मेक द डिनोमिनेटर 100. दिस कैन बी डन इन 2 ways. How to find percent? To get percent, there are 2 ways. 1, multiply the given fraction or ratio, given ratio or fraction by 100 and put the sign of percent. Like अभी हमने किया, जैसे 3:5, इसको हम कैसे लिख सकते थे? 3 by 5. परसेंट इज इक्वल टू, कैसे निकालें? 3 by 5 को 100 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दो, परसेंट का साइन लगा दो। ऐसा हम क्यों करते हैं? एक्चुअली हम क्या करते हैं, 3:5 को 3 by 5 लिखते हैं, ये तो आप सबको पता है ना। जब हम परसेंट बनाना चाहते हैं तो हम क्या करते हैं, इसको हम एक्चुअली में 100 से ही मल्टीप्लाई और 100 से ही डिवाइड कर रहे हैं। ये जो 100 से डिवाइड कर रहे हैं, इसका मतलब है परसेंट। ये है पर और ये है सेंट। इसलिए हम 3 by 5 को 100 से मल्टीप्लाई करके परसेंट का साइन लगा देते हैं। ये बात समझ में आई? तो 5 2 आंसर आ गया 60%। क्या आपको मेरी बात समझ में आई है? 1-2 क्वेश्चंस करके देखें, हाउ टू गेट द परसेंट। और दूसरा मेथड यूनिटरी मेथड अभी मैंने आपको करके दिखाया ही था, है ना। यूनिटरी मेथड की इतने में से इतने पार्ट्स हैं तो 100 में से कितने पार्ट्स होंगे। तो यूनिटरी मेथड आई हैड जस्ट अर्लियर टोल्ड यू कि out of 5 parts I got 3 out of 1 and out of 100. So let us do how to find the percent. Question number 2. 3:4. We have to find the percent. So what we will do? Change it into fraction form. अब या तो डिनोमिनेटर को 100 बनाने के लिए ऊपर नीचे 25 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दो, कि इससे क्या हो जाएगा, डिनोमिनेटर 4 into 25 is 100. 75 out of 100, तो दिस इज 75%. और दूसरा मेथड है सिंपली मल्टीप्लाई विद 100 एंड पुट द साइन ऑफ परसेंट। ये भी कर सकते हैं। अभी भी देखो आंसर क्या आएगा। 4 2 ज़ा 8, 4 5 ज़ा 20, 25 3 ज़ा 75%। तो मेथड हम कोई भी चूज करें, हमारा आंसर नहीं बदलता है। सो वी कैन चूज एनी ऑफ दीज टू मेथड, वट एवर इज कंफर्टेबल टू यू। सी दिस मेथड विल बी एप्लीकेबल टू ऑल। ये वाला मेथड सिर्फ वहां लगेगा जहां डिनोमिनेटर 100 बन सकता होगा। जैसे यहाँ पे 2 है तो 50 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दो, 4 है तो 25 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दो, ऐसा कर सकते हैं। तो इज दैट क्लियर टू यू? एक और करें, क्वेश्चन करके देखिए। जैसे बी पार्ट है, सी द बी पार्ट, इट इज रिटन 2:3 और हमें परसेंटेज में चेंज करना है। हाउ विल वी डू? अब यहाँ 2/3 जैसे ही मैंने लिखा, अब 3 को तो मैं 100 बना ही नहीं सकती। कोई ऐसा नंबर नहीं है जिससे मैं उसको मल्टीप्लाई कर दूं, कोई होल नंबर नहीं है जिससे इसको मल्टीप्लाई कर दूं क्यों 100 आ जाए। 3 की टेबल में 100 नहीं आता। 33 3 ज़ा 99 है ना, 34 3 ज़ा 102 तो नहीं आता। इसलिए अब मेरे को क्या करना पड़ेगा, इसमें हम 100 से मल्टीप्लाई और परसेंट का साइन। तो ये हमारा सबसे सूटेबल मेथड है। जब भी परसेंटेज बनाने हो 100 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दो और परसेंट का साइन लगा दो। तो अब यहाँ कैंसिलेशन तो कुछ होती नहीं, न्यूमरेटर तो कैंसिल नहीं करते ना, एक न्यूमरेटर और एक डिनोमिनेटर कैंसिल हो सकता है। सो व्हाट वी विल डू, 100 2 ज़ा 200 डिवाइडेड बाय 3%। पर इम्प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन में तो आंसर छोड़ना नहीं है। सो व्हाट वी विल डू, 200 न्यूमरेटर है, 3 डिनोमिनेटर, 3 6 द 18, ऊपर से फिर 0, 3 6 द 18, 2, तो आंसर विल बी 66 is to 2/3%. I hope you have understood. So you can do the practice of this kind of questions. We will be soon doing some other kind of questions of percentages. Thank you.